Are you noticing your arthritis symptoms getting worse and you can't quite figure out why? If you also have diabetes, the two conditions might be more connected than you think. In the USA, it's estimated that around 25% of adults living with diabetes also experience arthritis. This video will highlight 7 potential warning signs that your diabetes could be making your arthritis feel significantly worse. Recognizing all of these signs is critical in order to fix your arthritis. 1. Unexplained numbness. While many people associate the prickling or loss of sensation of diabetic neuropathy with the feet and hands, it's important to recognize that nerve damage from prolonged high blood sugar can also affect the nerves supplying other joints already struggling with arthritis. If you begin to experience a new or worsening sensation of numbness, tingling, or even a pins and needles feeling specifically within your arthritic knees, hips, elbows, or shoulders, this could be a significant clue that your diabetes is contributing to the problem. The delicate network of nerves surrounding these joints can become compromised over time due to elevated glucose levels, potentially exacerbating the underlying pain and instability caused by your arthritis. This isn't always the classic stocking glove distribution of neuropathy. It might feel more localized to the specific joint affected by arthritis. Pay close attention to any unusual sensory changes in your affected joints, even if they don't immediately feel like typical nerve issues in your extremities. This could be an early indicator that your diabetes is having a more widespread neurological impact than you realize. Consulting with your doctor about these new sensations is crucial for proper diagnosis and management. 2. Increased stiffness. Arthritis stiffness often follows predictable patterns, such as being most pronounced in the morning upon waking or after periods of prolonged inactivity, like sitting for a long time. However, if you're noticing a new kind of stiffness that doesn't quite align with these typical arthritis patterns, perhaps it feels more persistent throughout the entire day, or you observe a direct correlation between periods of higher blood sugar readings and increased joint stiffness, this could be a significant sign that your diabetes is playing a contributing role. The complex metabolic disruptions associated with poorly controlled diabetes, including the increased formation and accumulation of advanced glycation end products, AGs, can contribute to a more systemic inflammatory state within the body. This generalized inflammation can then amplify the inflammation specifically affecting your arthritic joints, leading to increased and less predictable stiffness that goes beyond what you typically experience with your arthritis alone. Keeping a detailed log of when your stiffness is at its worst and any potential triggers, including your blood sugar levels and dietary intake, could provide valuable insights and help you identify potential links between your diabetes management and your joint symptoms. 3. Joint pain. If the fundamental character of your arthritis pain begins to change, for instance, if it transitions from a dull ache to a sharper, more burning sensation, or if you simply experience a noticeable and sustained increase in the overall intensity of your joint pain, this might be a significant indication that your diabetes is influencing it. The chronic inflammatory process is triggered by elevated blood sugar levels, and the accumulation of damaging AGs can directly amplify the pain signals originating from your arthritic joints, making your usual discomfort feel significantly worse. Furthermore, if diabetic neuropathy is also affecting the nerves around these joints, it can alter the way you perceive pain signals, sometimes making the pain feel more severe, more widespread, or presenting in unusual and unexpected ways. Don't simply dismiss a change in your typical arthritis pain as just another flare-up. Carefully consider whether fluctuations in your blood sugar control or other aspects of your diabetes management might be contributing to this shift. Maintaining a comprehensive pain journal records the type and intensity of your pain, its location, and any associated factors like your blood sugar readings, recent dietary changes, or stress levels can be an invaluable tool in identifying potential connections between your diabetes and your evolving joint pain. 4. Swelling. While joint swelling is a common and often expected symptom during arthritis flare-ups, it's crucial to pay attention to whether the degree of this swelling seems to have a direct relationship with your blood sugar levels. If you consistently observe that your affected joints become more swollen and feel more puffy after periods when your blood sugar has been running higher, this could be a significant indicator that your diabetes is exacerbating your arthritis-related inflammation. The underlying metabolic imbalances associated with poorly controlled diabetes can promote a more widespread state of inflammation throughout your body. This systemic inflammation can then have a direct impact on your already inflamed joints, leading to increased fluid retention within the joint space and a noticeable worsening of swelling. Conversely, you might also anecdotally notice that when your blood sugar levels are better managed and consistently within your target range, the degree of swelling in your joints tends to subside somewhat. Keeping a detailed log can be incredibly helpful in identifying these potential correlations. Note the time of day, your blood sugar reading, and a subjective rating of your swelling, e.g., mild, moderate, severe. Sharing this information with your healthcare team can provide valuable insights into how your diabetes management is influencing your arthritis symptoms and help guide adjustments to your overall treatment plan. 5. Reduced range of motion. A gradual and progressive decrease in the range of motion of your affected joints is a common characteristic of many types of arthritis as the condition progresses over time. However, if you experience a noticeable and unexpectedly rapid decline in your ability to fully bend, straighten, or rotate your arthritic joints, a decline that seems to occur more quickly than you would typically anticipate based on your arthritis alone, this could be a concerning sign that diabetes-related factors are accelerating the underlying joint damage and limiting your mobility. The combination of chronic and heightened inflammation, fueled by poor blood sugar control, alterations in the lubricating and shock-absorbing properties of the synovial fluid within the joint due to elevated glucose levels, and the potential involvement of nerve damage affecting the muscles that control joint movement can all contribute to a quicker and more significant loss of mobility. If you suddenly find it considerably more difficult to perform routine daily activities that require a full range of motion in your affected joints, it's important to consider diabetes management needs closer attention. Discussing this rapid decline in mobility with your doctor is essential to identify the underlying causes and implement strategies to slow down the progression and maintain your functional independence. 6. Weak joints. While the pain and inflammation associated with arthritis can certainly lead to a general feeling of weakness in the affected limbs, if you begin to experience a new or worsening sensation of actual physical instability in your arthritic joints, a disconcerting feeling that your knee might buckle unexpectedly, your hip might give way when you're walking, or your ankle feels like it's not providing adequate support when you're standing. This could be a subtle but significant sign that diabetic neuropathy is affecting the muscles and ligaments that surround and support the joint. Nerve damage caused by prolonged exposure to high blood sugar can lead to a gradual weakening of these crucial supporting muscles, making your joints feel less stable and increasing your risk of experiencing falls or sustaining further joint injury due to inadequate muscular support. Pay close attention to any new or increasing feelings of weakness, wobbliness, or a lack of confidence in the stability of your weight-bearing joints, like the knees and hips, as well as other affected joints. This could indicate a neurological component linked to your diabetes that is compounding the mechanical issues caused by your arthritis. Reporting these sensations to your healthcare provider can help determine if nerve conduction studies or other assessments are necessary to evaluate the extent of any nerve involvement and guide appropriate interventions, such as targeted exercises or assistive devices to improve joint stability and reduce the risk of falls. 7. Slower healing. If you begin to notice that even minor injuries to your arthritic joints, such as seemingly insignificant sprains or even minor bumps and bruises, seem to take a noticeably longer time to heal and recover than they used to, this could be a significant sign that your diabetes is impairing your body's natural healing processes. Persistently elevated blood sugar levels can negatively affect blood circulation, which is essential for delivering nutrients and removing waste products from injured tissues. Additionally, diabetes can also impact the function of your immune system, which plays a critical role in tissue repair and preventing infection. A prolonged healing time after a seemingly minor joint injury could suggest that your diabetes is hindering your body's ability to recover efficiently and could also contribute to your arthritis symptoms lingering for a more extended period. By becoming more attuned to these 7 potential signs, you can start to recognize if your diabetes might be having a greater impact on your arthritis than you previously realized. Openly discussing these specific observations with your healthcare team can lead to a more comprehensive and tailored management plan that effectively addresses both your diabetes and your arthritis, potentially leading to improved symptom control and a better overall quality of life. You might also want to watch this video on understanding the subtle connections between metabolic health and joint pain. Please subscribe to this channel if you found this video helpful. Thank you for watching.